You can't make this stuff up. This guy just came screaming out of this street, not looking for cars, out across and just barreling down Route 340. Man, somebody's gonna die tonight and it ain't gonna be us. All right, let's go. Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, I am Senate Steve. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the footage up until this point. Yes, it is windy, but not the whole video is actually going to be wind noise. Probably just the very beginning and then the very end. So if you just want to watch the middle stuff, that's great too. So we did end up purchasing a vehicle. So Street Speed 717 and RF Racing Bobby have actually called me out in a little bit of an off-road build challenge. And as you guys do know, I did have that Chevy 2500, which I ended up selling because obviously I didn't think that was the right truck to beat up. Once I got it back here, it cleaned up really nice, and I actually ended up parting ways with that. So we did sell that Chevy 2500, but I was able to jump on Marketplace and I was able to find what we now have, which is actually sitting on the other side of the F350 here. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll the footage up until this point, and I'll pick back up here in a minute. Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, I am Senate Steve, and as you guys do know by now, I have a Facebook Marketplace addiction problem, and I found a car. I kind of lowballed the guy. He said yes, and here we are on a Friday night, all loaded up with the family, and we're going to get it. So it's getting dark out. He said yes. I can't believe he's saying yes, so if it doesn't make it home, we'll make the video better or worse. I don't really know, but we're gonna go see what it is, and I don't even know what we're gonna do with this thing. I think we're gonna enter it in Street Speed 717 and Bobby RF Racing's like little off-road challenge that they have. I reached out to Mike. He's should be home from vacation now at this point, but I guess we're just gonna find out. 5-0. I ain't scared. All right, let's get down here and check out this truck. We are in Amish country, so we know this has got to be a good deal, right? Like, nobody in the Amish territory is like bad, right?
Oh my gosh.
We're good to go. All right, let's get down here. You can't make this stuff up. This guy just came screaming out of this street, not looking for cars, out across and just barreling down Route 340. Man, somebody's gonna die tonight and it ain't gonna be us. All right, let's go. Yes. Well, there it is, boys and girls. We obviously made it here to the gas station, which is kind of a big feat because it was on 0 miles till E when we got this thing picked up. Little bit of rust and everything, but we'll go over this thing tomorrow as long as it makes it home. It should make it home. I don't see why it wouldn't. It made it this far, plus it's been running for probably an hour since we got here, so I'll pick back up in the morning. So far so good. It's almost back to Central PA. 40 minutes in so far. That is it, boys and girls. Welcome the 2007 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. Now I know it's not the prettiest of Jeeps or off-road challenge vehicles, but actually I think it is actually the prettiest. Mike's RAV4 might be prettier than this thing, but it is actually in way better shape. I kind of lowballed the guy, which I kind of felt bad about, but he waited a little bit and then got back to me and he accepted my offer. So thank you again to you. If you're watching this, I appreciate it. Hopefully we can get in here and get this thing to win all of the challenges. So I don't know what all challenges we're gonna end up doing with this thing, but I'm gonna actually try to make this thing as road legal and road safe as possible before we start doing any activities. I don't think Bobby and I don't think Mike are actually going to do that, but I do plan on making this thing 100% roadworthy before we beat it up. So you might see some videos of us actually fixing this thing and doing some odds and ends to it. As you can tell, it's in fairly decent shape. It's not completely terrible. I did end up picking it up rather cheap. I don't want to discuss a price or anything with it yet, but as you guys can assume, it does have a little bit of issues. So seat is a little bit of ripped. It's not too terrible. It does end up having 167,000 miles on it. Basically has a TPMS light on, and it does have an engine light on. So I scanned the engine light with the scanner that we ended up purchasing, and the engine light is actually just a rear O2 sensor. So if you can hear, it sounds like it has an exhaust leak. So I'm assuming that the reason it has that rear O2 sensor is because of the exhaust leak. So I might end up fixing that. Well, I know I'm going to end up fixing that in a video coming up very, very soon. And I think we're, like I said, I'm gonna try to get all the bells and whistles off of this thing and see what happens. So the only reason I don't use the Subaru is because Bobby and Mike know that that Subaru will win, and they hate Subarus because Subarus are the best off-road vehicles that you can purchase for no real money. And I know that's why they don't want me to use that, so that's why we jumped on board with this. So again, I don't know when the time frame of that off-road challenge is going to be, but I'm ready for it. So we're gonna end up using this thing for that. At least that is the intended plan. If they drag their feet with it, I might end up selling this and buying something else, or if I end up fixing it and I think it's worth a little bit more money than what I have into it, I might end up selling it, but who knows? I don't really know 100% as of right now. I bought this to do the challenges. They told me I couldn't use the Subaru. That Chevy 2500 was way too nice to actually use for that, and this was kind of the next best thing. I figured Mike's got an SUV, Bobby's got a F-150, so why not me get a little bit bigger of an SUV so that I'm safer than Mike, and see what happens with this. So there you guys have it. I hope you guys do enjoy this kind of stuff. I'm buying a little bit more than I usually typically do for some reason, but it just seems to be what's actually happening right now in my life. I have no idea why, but I like it. Maybe we'll get it cleaned up a little bit. Actually, we probably won't clean that up, so don't hold your breath on that one. But the kids and I have actually driven it all weekend. It does seem to run and drive absolutely perfect. It does have a wheel bearing. Every now and then you'll be driving down the road and the right front wheel bearing will kind of like lock up on you. So I want to make sure that I get that addressed before we do anything crazy, because obviously once we start these challenges, I don't want to be out there and my right front wheel lock up. So we're going to have some videos coming out on this thing. I hope you guys do appreciate the daily grind. I've been trying to upload a little bit more often than normal, but it is what it is. So welcome to 2007 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. Again, don't plan on it staying. We're probably going to beat it up for the challenges and end up getting rid of it, but it is what it is for now. I'm happy with it. So Mike and Bobby, I'm ready when you are. Alrighty guys and girls, well that is going to effectively end today's video. As you can tell, we've got the XJ all cleaned up here. I had to toss that in there because typically I don't actually clean this thing up, but it looks absolutely killer when it is cleaned up. Again, I have been kicking around the idea of changing the wrap. The kids gave me the okay to change the wrap if I actually wanted to, but let me know in the comment section down below. Also, let me know in the comment section down below, do you guys think this is too nice to destroy? Or do you guys just say, hey, it's a Jeep, who cares? It's a Grand Cherokee, no one likes them anyway? Let me know in the comment section down below, but that is going to wrap the video up. Please comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in an upcoming video. I don't actually know with what, probably the F350. I like to give you guys a little bit of a heads up of what's coming up on the channel. Either the F350 will be up or the white Saturn. I have that thing almost buttoned up. I got probably another hour yet until I can get that thing back together, but it was super windy the other day, so I didn't film much. Of the F350, I kind of held off because I wanted to make a video about that, because I feel like you guys love the Power Stroke content and you guys love when there's issues with things. So I didn't actually wrap that video up, but very, very soon we will. So that's gonna wrap it up. Take care. We'll see you in the next one.